correct? And $2,369.88 will be paid to Optum to reimburse your health insurance, correct?
Yes, sir.
And $12,126.06 will be paid to Zambrano Law Firm to cover attorney's fees, medical expenses, and case expenses, correct?
Correct.
You understand that this is all the money which the defendant and his insurer will pay you and Montserrat Speeden, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you voluntarily entering into the settlement agreement today?
Yes.
Do you believe that it is in the best interest of Montserrat to settle the case in accordance with the terms we just outlined?
Yes.
Do you understand that by not settling this case, you would be entitled to a jury trial?
Yeah.
And do you understand that a jury could award you more money, less money, or no money at all as a result of the trial regarding the incident and the injuries sustained by Montserrat Speeden?
Yes.
Do you understand that by settling this case,
The court reporter. She needs to answer. The court reporter didn't get that. The court reporter needs to hear her.
do you understand that a jury could award you more money, less money, or no money at all as a result of the trial, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, I understand.
And do you understand that by settling your case, you're giving up the right to your jury trial?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez, are you fully satisfied with the services that your attorneys have provided to you and your family in this case?
Yes, I am.
Based on all that we set forth in the record today, Ms. Gonzalez, do you want the court to approve the settlement?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Clark?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Gonzalez, my name is Scott Clark, and I represent the defendant in this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I have just a couple questions for you. I just want to make sure you understand if Montserrat were to have additional injuries or problems later, there will be no additional money paid. Do you understand that?
Understand.
And similarly, if Montserrat or you were to incur additional medical bills or expenses for her, there will be no more money paid by the defendant or their insurer for that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have an opportunity to discuss this case with Ms. Flores.
Yes, we met this week.
Were you satisfied with Ms. Flores? Was she able to answer any questions or address any concerns you had?
Yes, perfectly.
Similarly, were you able to discuss this case with people at your attorney's office and they were able to answer any questions or address any concerns you had?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Flores?
Just a couple questions, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Ms. Gonzalez. We did have the opportunity to meet last Friday, is that correct?
Correct.
And I was also able to meet with your daughter, Montserrat, is that correct?
Correct.
And we discussed at length the medical history as well as the settlement, how much money was going to be distributed to your daughter, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And there was also a question as to a structured settlement option, is that correct?
Correct.
But after discussing that with you and with Montserrat, what we came to the conclusion of was that it would be best to just put it in the registry of the court, is that correct? I'm sorry, we didn't hear you.
Correct.
Okay, now, we also discussed just the services of your attorney, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you were satisfied with those services as well? Okay. And then you do understand that the funds that will be deposited into the registry of the court will not be available to Montserrat until she turns 18, is that correct? I think she's having trouble again.
Yes.
Okay.
I unmute and mute and mute until it catches my answer.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
playing with
Well,
the
I won't
button.
ask any more. I won't ask any more questions because I think both attorneys have already covered a lot of the questions that I was going to ask. Your Honor, at this time, if the court would allow, it is the It is the recommendation of the guardian ad litem that the court approve the settlement amount to the minor child, in this case, Montserrat Speeden, in the amount of $15,504.06 to be deposited into the registry of the court. There is only one other matter that I had discussed with plaintiff's counsel, and I'm just going to bring it up to the court. I know that it would be in the discretion of the court. There is an amount of, I believe it's $293 that plaintiff's counsel did have to cover to file this case in order to finalize it, I guess more quickly than if they hadn't. That amount, Your Honor, would be an amount that could be awarded to the minor plaintiff in this case. And so we're just letting the court know more information for informational purposes, just that amount will not be able to be awarded because plaintiff's counsel in this case had to file the suit versus the defense counsel. Normally what I've seen, Your Honor, and this is just in my experience, what I've seen is that defense counsel files the suit, but I just wanted to let the court know that was the only amount that I wasn't able to cover with Ms. Gonzalez or Montserrat. While it may be a small amount, it is a little amount that could be awarded or could add to the amount that would be deposited into the registry of the court. But I know that that I believe wasn't agreed upon between plaintiff and defense counsel.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Your Honor. If I may add to that, it's usual and customary that the defense bears the cost of the filing fee. I did file the petition to get this process finalized in a more expeditious manner. So the fee of $283, if the court were to allow for us to get reimbursed, that money would be turned over to Ms. Montserrat and her mom, Ms. Gonzalez.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Clark?
well, what's customary is that costs are taxed against the party incurring them. Counsel's right that what often happens is defense counsel files the petition and pays the filing fee. In this case, plaintiffs didn't want to wait for that, so they filed a petition and paid the filing fee at that time. And like I said, typically whoever incurs costs, they're taxed against that party. Since plaintiffs chose to file on their own rather than wait, they incurred that cost.
Okay, so normally if there's any reimbursement here, it would be to the law firm of the Zambrano office, right?
Correct.
I don't know that it would go to the minor.
May I judge?
Sure.
So as part of the breakdown that we've presented to the court, the amount of $293 has been added as an expense to the case. So it would be a reimbursement to the firm, but the firm would cut a check and reimburse Ms. Gonzalez and the minor.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be how the court would order this as a reimbursement to the law firm of Zambrano. Then they're gonna do what you gotta do.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
So
that?
I would look at it as a reimbursement to the Zambrano law office.
Okay, it would be a reimbursement. Okay.
Yes. And then after that, if you think it goes to the minor, then give it to the minor.
Absolutely, yes. We would turn
Okay.
over a check to Ms. Gonzalez and we would provide documentation to Ms. Flores and Mr. Clark, verifying that the funds were delivered to the minor.
Okay. Did you get that, Mr. Clark?
Well, I think I did. I want to make sure I understand the amount that was quoted to us. That's for the check payable to Betha Gonzalez and the Zambrano law firm was $12,126.06. And I think Mr. Garcia said that included the $293 filing fee. So that number would stay the same, and the Garcia firm, the Zambrano firm, would just pay the plaintiff the $293 from that. Is that the plan?
Looks like it's already included in the check, right?
Yeah, we've included it in that check, but
Already there.
but in order for the client to get that money, there would have to be an additional check of $293.49 because the money as it is right now is coming out of the minor settlement. The
Right.
minor settlement would go up to $15,700.
Okay, so it looks like Mr. Clark already paid it. So now it's either in the settlement check or if you took it from there, you got to give it back to them.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll reimburse
You gotta reimburse it. Yeah, it's already paid. Yeah. Alrighty, anything else?
I just want to make sure. So the check to Bertha Gonzalez and Zambrano Law Firm is $12,126.06.
Right.
I just want to make sure I'm ordering the right check.
Right, because then there you're already including the 293, right?
Okay.
There you go. It's already paid.
all right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So then court will go ahead and take judicial notice of the entire file here in the case of Berta Gonzalez versus Juan Rios. Berta Gonzalez as next friend of minor versus Jose Rios. Court will go ahead and approve the minor's settlement. And as far as the fees for the island, did you all figure that out?
Your Honor, I was supposed to send Mr. Clark at the end of yesterday a completed guardian ad litem bill. I did just get to send it this morning.
Okay.
I am requesting $3,000 in guardian ad litem fees. I have provided that billing log to Mr. Clark. I know that he wasn't able, this is in discussions with Mr. Garcia. I know that he
Okay.
was not going to be able to get an approval that quickly, so I understand.
Okay. Mr. Clark?
Ms. Flores is correct. She did submit that to me, but just a few minutes before the hearing, so I haven't been able to discuss that with the insurer. I think what might be best is if Ms. Flores just provides a little testimony explaining the basis of the fee she's requesting, and then the court can decide.
Okay. All right. Ms. Flores, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
You may proceed.
Your Honor, in this case, this is for KCL 214148G, I'm sorry, D. In this case, Your Honor, there was document review that I did myself. There was, I believe, over 140 pages of medical records. There was an accident report, the proposed settlement, and just cross-referencing that settlement to the medical records to ensure that everything that was being deducted from the minor settlement was correct. Your Honor, I was able to communicate with plaintiff's counsel at the beginning of this case to go over what documents they had and what work they had done. There was also an issue with an insurance claim that they were not able to get deductions on, which they also provided additional information. I did not bill for that, Your Honor. I did have a teleconference meeting with Ms. Berta Gonzalez prior to our actual in-person meeting, which was this past Friday, February 18th. 2022, and then there was the friendly suit hearing preparation, Your Honor, and then this morning, it was up until this morning, but that's not included either. Up until this morning, we were discussing just the settlement breakdown, because I believe there was just a minor correction on that. Yes. So total hours, Your Honor, is 12 hours that I spent on this case, and my rate is $250 an hour. I have been on, I don't know the exact amount, Your Honor, but at least more than 20 cases as a guardian ad litem. And so that is my rate per hour. Total amount would be $3,000.
All right, Mr. Clark?
I don't have any questions for Ms. Flores, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garcia?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so then the court will hereby order the $3,000 as a item fees. 12 times 250, right, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything else, folks?
Your Honor, I'll circulate and we'll submit a judgment.
All right, thank you all very much. You all may be excused. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We have Melinda Diaz and who else? Miguel Ruiz.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Miss Diaz. There you are. And Mr. Miguel Ruiz.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm trying to start my video.
Okay.
Saying that it's giving me an error. The video is giving me an error for whatever reason. Let me see if I can real quick jump on my phone because my computer is giving me that error.
Okay. Oh, is it better that he gets in and gets out and come back again?
Judge, just for the court's information, there's another screen that says my name, but that will be the witnesses that I have on standby.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right.
that's why it's still shut down.
All right. All right.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor. I don't know why this thing. Well, let me just leave real quick and join back. Let me see if that will help.
Yes. Get out and come back in, please. All right.
How are you, Judge?
Well, doing well. Thank you, man. It's been a long morning so far.
It has. You're looking, do you have other ones after us, Judge? Or are we the last ones on your docket?
I think you're the last ones.
Okay, good, because it's gonna be about 4-hour hearing.
Thank you so much.
Just thought I would, if you want to sneak a little cracker or something right now, Judge.
I thought I was told it was going to be a 4-minute hearing. That's
You know
4
what,
hours.
in all fairness, Judge, it might be able to. If
Okay.
Mr. Luis comes, Judge, I do understand, and I'm not saying anything that requires Mr. Luis to be here, but I do understand that we're live streaming.
Yes, we are.
Well, Judge, only because of some of the allegations that are made and it requires minor children, I would ask the court for it to be a closed session.
Okay. Let me wait on Mr. Reese on that, and then we'll see.
Thank
Once
you,
again,
Your
I don't see a video, so I hope.
I know.
Okay, Mr. Reese, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor, I can hear you. I'm trying to log in also to my phone. Let me see.
There you
You're
go.
here. We see you.
I see you now.
Okay, I'll just use the phone.
Okay.
Let me turn this one off.
Okay. Mr. All right, can you hear Mr. Reese? Now he needs to unmute.
It's because he's in.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear and I can see you as well. Okay, very well. Before we begin with this hearing, or before I even call the case, I think Ms. Diaz, you're going to have a request now. What is it again?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Luis, based on what I have read in some of the allegations, and it involves minor children, we are live streaming. I was asking the court for it to be a closed session because of the minor children, and I'm not sure what allegations are going to be coming up.
Yes, I'm agreeing with that.
Thank you,
All
Mr.
right.
Luis.
All right, at this time, by the agreement of the parties, we will